know how to save him, and that jail might be the best place for his son. Now, normally you hear parents say, oh, he's a good kid, he just needs some help, we're going to get him the help he needs, he'll be fine. It's gotten to the point for Johnny Manziel. This kid who had everything handed to him, athletic ability, money, college scholarship, notoriety, fame, handed to him. Okay? Grew up with money. I think that hurt him. He had the mentality that he was almost invincible. He could do what he wanted. He was Johnny Football, right? 70,000 fans every week in college cheering, Johnny, Johnny, show me the money. And now you look at this young kid whose life is out of whack. Doesn't get it. He's missing the purpose of being an adult, of being a good person, of just being a human on this planet and being part of the system that we're all a part of. It's gone on him. Now, nobody wants to see this end badly for the kid. Nobody wants to see him end up dead. But here's a kid. Does he really deserve another chance at making millions of dollars to play a kid's game? To go back to the previous story? No. And in my opinion, no. If he loves the game that much, get your life together. Go find one of these semi-pro teams or arena league teams or Canada, and just play ball there. You lost your opportunity. People tried to help you. Organizations put pieces in place. And you basically put your middle finger to them and said, I'm Johnny Manziel. Call me Mr. Football. I'll do what I want. Well, here we are now. His dad thinks jail's the best place for him. And that could end up happening. Hopefully something positive happens before we have the next headline. Johnny Manziel found dead. Because that would be highly unfortunate to lose any life. Face it, any life. If this was a political show and I took time to talk about politics, it would just be too bad about all the lives we could talk about that are lost. So let's all just, hope that he can get his stuff together. Positive note, good story. I don't know if you guys saw this. Connor Orr on NFL.com wrote a story about Peyton Manning this week and the teams that Peyton will be rooting for or paying attention to heavily this season. Interesting article. Check it out. It's on NFL.com right now. But he mentioned the Texans and Brock Osweiler and how he's definitely going to be rooting for Brock. Well, good for him. You mentored him for 4 years. You should want to see him do well, even if he's not still with the Broncos. Because you have no current ties to any NFL team. No divisional ties. You are a retired NFL great. So good for him coming out and saying some of these names. He said he's going to be watching Denver. He's going to be rooting for Denver. He won a Super Bowl here. He went to 2 Super Bowls out of his 4 here in Denver. Of course he's going to be watching what they do. He still has friends on the team, I'm sure. He's definitely going to be paying attention to the Colts. Why wouldn't he? Like, these teams that Connor wrote about, none of them are really all that surprising because of the connections he has with the people that are there. Or the time that he spent there, or his organizations and the community that he still has in Indianapolis, in Denver, in Tennessee, in New Orleans. The Giants. Duh. Of course he's going to be watching the Giants. Eli's his brother. This is going to be the first time in a long time he's going to get to sit back and watch his brother play. And not just try and check the scores. Because he's either on a plane or playing himself, or he's getting ready for his Sunday game when Eli was playing at Ole Miss still on Saturdays. He's going to get to sit back and watch his little brother for the first time play in the NFL as a fan. Now, he'll still have that football mindset of, okay, he needs to do this right here. I hope this is about to happen right here because this is what the Giants need. He's still going to be breaking the game down like he's a player. But now he gets to watch his little bro. That's cool to me. He'll pay attention to Adam Gase down in Miami. For whatever reason, the short time they spent together was very influential. He really has a lot of respect for Adam Gase. Maybe it's because they're close in age. I don't know. but they had a great working relationship. They both have positive things and only positive things to say about each other. So, that's really cool to me. Good for them. And then moving on. Coach Caldwell in Detroit. Hey, go ahead and give Stafford some tips. Help us out a little bit. And, I love Stafford. I think he's a great QB, and he's going to continue to be a great QB. Greatness. We've been talking about greatness so much on this show. Broncos fans, I have to say, you guys should be scared right now. Very, very scared about this Von Miller situation. Oh, what can I do to make you guys feel better? I can't make you feel better at all. It came out this week that other teams are now shooting offers Von Miller's way. Now, he's under the franchise tag, so they can't sign him. There's no, I give you this mega deal and the Broncos have to match it. He's on a franchise tag. All that can really happen from other teams throwing offers either at Von Miller or the Denver Broncos is the Broncos can decide, you know what, let's do a sign and trade. You don't want to be here. We're fed up with the process, so we'll sign and trade you. Do I see that happening? No. But beware, Denver fans. Be very, very aware. Let's start wrapping up the show a little bit, get to the last story here. ESPN this week, they love to rank things in all the different sports. But this week they ranked all 32 NFL head coaches as players. So whatever their playing career was. If they ended in high school, college, the pros, if they were in Arena League, Canadian, NFL, they ranked them from 32 to 1, went through all the coaches, and I must say, very happy that Detroit's very own Jim Caldwell came in 12th on the list. Honestly, when I pull up any of these rankings, I expect my Lions to have no respect and be near the bottom. So as I'm scrolling through the list, I'm going, wait a second. Okay, we must be in the top 25. Oh, we're in the top 15. Are we going to make the top 10? We didn't make the top 10, but Coach Caldwell came in 12th. He played cornerback at Iowa University. In his time there, he had 8 interceptions, 21 pass breakups, and 6 block kicks. 5 of those block kicks came in his freshman year in 1973. So, respect, Mr. Caldwell. Good job. Other coaches that I just had to talk about while I was going through the list. John Fox, I don't know if you guys saw this, but you definitely need to go check out the rankings and see his hair. Because the hair, I'm sorry, in the article it even says that he looks like Spicoli. And if you look at the picture, this Mr. Coach John Fox looks like Spicoli. He looks stoned, he's got long blonde hair, and he's got this dumb look on his face. So when you get a chance, go check that out. Number 1 coach on the list, and I think John Fox, I think he was somewhere around 15 to 20 on the list. So check that out. Number 1 coach on the list for playing days is the Raiders coach, Jack Del Rio. Played at USC for college, spent some little over a decade in the NFL, and he played for 4 different NFL teams. Currently the head coach of the Oakland Raiders, like I said. He played for the Vikings, the Saints, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. Now, I don't remember him playing for some of these teams. I remember Del Rio as a Viking. I can remember a season in Dallas. I had to look up that he played for the Saints and the Chiefs. Very cool. Very good for him. It's been a great week, you guys. I really appreciate every one of my listeners. I appreciate the downloads of my app. Please get at me on Facebook. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. If you want to do some trash talk, do some trash talk. But Facebook, Real Deal Sports Talk with KP. On Twitter, Real Deal KVP. And we can now chat through the show. If you get the app, you can chat at me. If you go on to Speaker Radio and bring the show up while we're live, you can chat through Speaker Radio too during the show. And I'll do my best to answer them. Some I'll just read on the air. But realize I love that you guys end your week with me. It's your Sunday night. You tuned in. You're showing me love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And until next time, everybody, be real.